Hey everybody, my name is Michael and I work for Tableau, and for the past year I've partnered with the New Hampshire Department of Education to produce a revamped iExplore and iReport. In this video, I'm excited to tell you about the functionalities that are available in the Explore page of iExplore. With a lot of these pages, you'll see that the interactivity available to you on the page starts at the top, and then we'll sort of trickle down into the individual charts or individual visualizations that we've made available to you. So for example, this top filter panel here in the Explore page will help you reduce the data down in these charts to what matters to you. One thing about each of these filters that you should keep in mind before you start changing anything is that these filters talk to each other. So for example, if we wanted to change our list of indicators that we could choose from, we could select within the indicator category filter, finance, for example, and hit apply. And once we do that, you'll see in the subsequent filters that the list of values that you can choose from has decreased. So if we did want to select average cost per pupil after selecting finance, we can do that. And those changes will persist throughout the whole page. In the ladder filters, you can do the same type of filtering with different information. So for example, if we wanted to look at average cost per pupil across different schools, we could select school here. And by doing that, in the school district level filter, we now have options for elementary, middle school, high school, or we can roll all of those up and look at all of them on the screen. So if I choose elementary here and hit apply, what you'll see on the left side is a list of only elementary schools. And you'll see that in the scatter plot and the box and whisker plot as well. One thing I like about these filters is that if you kind of just, change your mind, you want to go back to the beginning, or I don't know, you maybe forgot what you were doing and you just want to sort of hit the reset button, there actually is a reset button. So in this case, if you didn't want to select elementary schools anymore, you could always take your mouse and hover over the top right of the filter. There's a little icon that says click to show all values. Basically, it's a reset button, and you can click on that, and now you'll see a list of all schools. Okay. Now moving downwards, within individual charts or individual visualizations, you'll often find functionalities that are specific to that section that you're in. So if we're looking at this bar chart, for example, we can actually change our view type from a list of schools to a map if we're more interested in looking at a geographic representation of the data. And within the map as well, we can highlight a particular entity that we're interested in. So maybe if I look at Concord High School, there it is right there. And that's what the highlight does. It's not exactly a filter. It doesn't remove data. It just points out where in the chart is that value that you're searching for. And this one actually works for all the charts and not just the left side. Okay. All right, so now we've seen the map and we realize we want to go back to the bar chart, so we can always just click on this drop down and go back to list of schools. And by default, this bar chart is listed alphabetically. If you instead want to sort this based on the values, like you can go big to small or small to big, you can take your mouse and hover over the bottom down here on the axis. You'll see a little sort icon up here. You can click on that once, and then you'll sort descending from top to bottom. You can sort it again and sort it from bottom to top. And then if you click on it one more time, it will reset back to the alphabetical sort. So that can just help you kind of change the ordering of data points that you're looking at. You may have seen me expose this a little bit too early, but now's the time, so I'm going to talk about it. In a lot of the charts you'll find in iExplore, you can hover over a data point to see the relevant information below that. So for example, if we take a look at A. Crosby Kennett Middle School here, we can hover over the bar chart and see that we have available data from 2019 to 2020 showing that there was an increase in average cost per pupil from 2019 to 2020. We can also see what that exact value is for A. Crosby, and we see that right here as well. So this hover over is called a tooltip. Tooltips are present across a lot of the charts you'll see in iExplore. If you hover over one of these points in the top right chart, you can see you have the same type of additional information. And in the box and whisker plot below, we have the hover overs or the tooltips as well. All right, couple last little things here. I love the I buttons that have been added here. The I buttons you'll find often tell you a little bit more about what the chart does in question, or if you hover over one of them, they might tell you a little bit more about an indicator, a metric, some kind of definition, something that will just explain, explain something you might not know on the particular page that you're on. All right, that about covers it. So thanks for listening, and hope you feel good about what you can do on this page.